My name is Russell, for those of you that don't know me. And I'm a very busy dad of three and a very busy husband. I do all kinds of my own renovations and DIY at home. I work full time and do the business part time. I also have a greenhouse in my backyard that I'm busy rebuilding at the moment. So I'm doing a million and one things at the same time. I'm very busy, but I still make time for the business. I still make time for training and the family and the community that we're part of. And the reason why I'm here today, and I'm sure the reason why all of you are here today, is because we all have a dream that we want to achieve. Right? It all starts with that. And let's just say, how does it all work? Let's just say this is you, and you need to partner up with Neolife, right? Oops, my arrow has to take a detour. So Neolife has been around since 1958, and they've got the Scientific Advisory Board, which is a world-renowned group, and that is a group of scientists and researchers that make sure that the products are based in nature and backed by science. What does that mean? Well, based in nature means that they make sure that the products that we have ingredients in it that actually comes from nature in a way that humans would normally eat. For example, they're not going to look at the pond and look at slime that's on top of the pond and harvest slime that not even bacteria will eat, and then put that in products and sell it to people as protein. Right? Because some companies do that. So, based in nature and backed by science, then they use those scientists to make sure that the products are safe. For example, you'll see salmon oil there on the other side of that banner. They test that product for over 200 contaminants. Right? They don't need to do that to go that far, but they go that far because a lot of the people can't even take omega-3 product because they start getting reactions to it. And that's because probably they haven't tested the product for those contaminants. Okay, so that's a little bit about Neolife. How do you start with Neolife? Well, you buy a business kit. And what do you get when you get a kit, right? So first off, you get 20% off all of your products, which means if you get 20% off your products, buying it at wholesale, that means you're making 20% profit, right? When you sell a product. Okay, so Neolife has made it really simple for us to do the business and to be successful. They have a 3-step plan. They call it the 3 daily success habits. The first one is to use the products. So we don't keep any other cleaning products in our house. We only use the Neolife products. And the way I see it is, if you have your own bakery and you sell your bread and whatever else, similar things to what's on the table over there, you're not going to walk across the road and go buy bread from another shop, because people will wonder what's wrong with your product. Why you're not eating your own stock, right? So you use your products. That's one of the reasons. The other reason is, we don't talk about running around and trying to sell products to people. That's not the style that we try to get people's mindset into. What we talk about is sharing stories, right? Sharing stories and experiences. And if that person wants to experience the same thing, they can buy the product and experience the same thing, right? So you're going to use the products, and that involves changing your buying habits, because like I said, the cleaning products that we have, it will save you money. It's safer. It's not going to be dangerous to your health like most of these things are. A lot of the cleaning products on the market come with gloves, because you must put gloves on and a mask. We don't have to buy that stuff with our products. And the second daily success habit is to share. I've just spoke about it now. What does that mean? It just basically means you're going to talk to a lot of people. And when you talk to people, we have the 80-20 rule. That means that about 80% of the people that you speak to are going to tell you no. They're not interested in the product or the business or whatever. Right? That's just normal out there in the world. And it applies to Neolife, and it applies to many other things in life as well. But the 20% is what we're after. And the 20% is the people we're going to speak about over here now. So you buy yourself a business kit, you register as a distributor with Neolife, and your immediate goal is to get your first 100 points on the board. Now, what is 100 points? So points, or PV, stands for point value. That is the amount of points assigned to every product that Neolife sells. So, for example, we've got the Super 10 product, the cleaning product. I don't know if you've heard of any of the products before. Not yet. So Super 10 is a cleaning product. We've got Pro Vitality, which is a nutritional product. Let's use Pro Vitality as an example. It's 36 points, right? 36 PV for Pro Vitality. And it also happens to be part of a kit as well. So let's just say you did 36 points. Right, so that is you doing 36 PV. And let's say you find, how many customers do I need? Two. Yeah. And you find two customers to buy the same thing. Right, that is going to be what? 72. Am I right? It's going to be 108. Is my math right, guys? I hope so, because we're recording. Right, and that's an example of how you can get to over 100 points. 100 is the bare minimum that you need to get in order to qualify for the sales incentives. Right, so you'll still get your profits, but you only start qualifying for incentives, which means like bonuses and extra money, if you get 100 PV or more. Right, so now you've got your two customers that buy Pro Vitality and you're using it as well. And you want to basically start to find other people to do what you do. Because aside from a dream, the next most important word that we have here is duplication. So in this business, your business is a reflection of you. And if you make the business, if you are a good distributor and you do the things that they say you should do, you talk to a lot of people, you don't worry about the 80%, but you keep on working through them until you get to the 20%, then you're going to start duplicating yourself. And what are these people going to do? Exactly what you're doing. So you're going to find, let's say, for example, 6 people to do the 100 points. Right? And what do you tell these people to do? Well, exactly what you've done. You can advise them to do this. There's other products that you can use the example as long as the points get to 100. And now what you've done is you've built a team around you. And before I go on with what that means in terms of money for you, I'm going to talk about the third daily success habit, which is personal development. So when I started in the business, I couldn't speak in front of people. Like I could barely speak to more than one person at a time. I was very shy and quiet. But thanks to all these opportunities that we get in the business, the personal development that we go through, I feel confident to pick up a whiteboard marker and start training on any of the topics in the business because we've done it over and over and over again. So personal development is important because if you, firstly, before you even bring anybody else into your circle, you need to lead yourself. Right? So you need to start doing personal development so that you become better and better for yourself. But then once you start to get a customer even, you now need to start leading other people, not just yourself. Once you start building a team around you, you need to start leading them because people are difficult. And how many of you guys work with people, but they're very difficult, especially the 80%. So let's say you've now got your team around you, you've brought 6 people into the business, you've shown them to do exactly what you're doing. Right? So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 points of PV. And you're going to be making about 800 Rand in profit and bonuses. Right? So where does the profit come from? It comes from your 20%. Where does the bonus come from? It comes from your over 100 points. Whatever that totals, they will work out what your bonus is on top of your profit, and you'll get about 800 Rand. So now, remember I said it's about duplication. You want to show this person how you did this. And you want to help them to do the same thing, which is to get 700 points. So now we're going to go with this person and show them how to get 2 people into their business. So we might have to go with them and do it for them that first time, the second time. And on the third time, we say, right, now you're going to do what I just did for you, and you're going to help these people get 2 people each. And you go with them, and they're going to help this person get 2 people, and this person get 2 people. Right, and what do we have here now? We have another 700 PV unit. So now you've helped this person to achieve this in their business. They're now getting 800 Rand in profit and bonuses, but what does that do for you? Because you developed that person in their life, in their business, you're going to now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus the 7 is 1,300 points. And you're going to have about 1,700 Rand in profit and bonuses. And obviously the next step is to help everybody else to do that. Right? So let's just say times 7, times 7, 7 times 7 times 7. And in the end, you're going to have, what is that, 4,300? I think it's 4,300 points. It's for 2. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 43. Is that 12,000 Rand in profit and bonuses, right? And